If you guys have been following my mold journey, you know that I've been going through it. So, what do? You get scared, you get nervous about buying a new property. But I found some guardian angels to help us inspect the house to make sure that it is okay for us to be here. And I found the very best of the best. So I thought, why not share with you guys? If you are looking for someone, if you're looking for someone in your home now, if you're looking for someone to, if you're going to move to inspect your new home, these are the guardian angels. Jonathan from Healthy Homes and Stacy from Mold Pups Inspections. And this is Mr. Gus. Mr. Gus is the mold off that will go inside and do some sniffing. You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
In a quick nutshell, we're going to do a little bit of a tour, but explain like what you do as a building biologist. How is that different from, let's say, a normal inspector?
Yeah, 100%. So in building biology, we're looking at the bit of building science, right? So we're looking at all the exterior, the interior, the roof. In fact, we're going to go up on a little bit, and we're going to look at more areas on the inside to connect the dots, right? To see how the ecosystem in the building could be affecting the ecosystem of the body, right? They're all connected. The primary goal of building biology, or the number one principle, is bringing our homes back to the golden rule of nature, right? So want nature to be intertwined, of course, not too much because mold is also natural, right?
Right.
But we're up against all these things. We're up against frequencies and mold and poor water quality and all these things. We're actually going to test your water too. We're
Great.
light spectrum. It's all relative to the ecosystem of the home and how we create a healthy environment. So,
And Jonathan, I noticed that people don't build homes like they used to.
Yep. It's a lot different now. It's a lot of commodity building. It's a lot of materials that we're using more and more, paper drywall and things like this that are very mold friendly. A lot of it comes with mold already on it, dormant or not. And we're in a big crisis right now. So that's what we're trying to change. We're trying to get it back to more traditional style, back to caring, back to craftsmanship, instead of just this commodity fast food building style.
I'm so excited. Now, Stacy, your job is when I talked about mold dogs to people in the mold community, they're like, what do you mean? You can get a mold dog? This is still relatively new. And how long has Gus been doing this?
So we've been doing it for about a year. So mold dogs have been around for about 30 years, but they're just now becoming more known about. So because they're so good at what they do, where Gus shines, he can find mold hidden behind drywall and cement, up in attics. He's really good at what he does, and he has a lot of training.
I love it. And how long does it usually take for Gus to go through a home?
So our inspections will only take about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So after Gus, when he marks, and when I say mark, when he sits, and I'll say, show me, and he'll indicate with his head where he's smelling the mold. He may point up, he may point down, he may point to the side.
So he can point to a ceiling?
Oh yeah, he'll tell me that. Yeah, he'll tell me right real quick. And then I'll put a piece of tape there, and we'll continue on throughout the house. I will then follow up with my moisture meter, thermal imaging, boroscope to confirm health. So a mold dog isn't the end all be all, but it's a very, very good tool to have in the toolbox.
That's so awesome. Well, we're going to go watch them do their work. So come on. What is this that you're doing over here?
This is a boroscope. So it's a little camera with some extension on it so we can stick it behind walls. We could stick it behind, this is a stove, so we're sticking behind a stove, fridges, all areas of plumbing we like to look behind, but also when we sometimes drill holes in walls, we like to stick it in the wall and see what we can see back there. Just a device to get eyes behind the wall, especially after Mold Pups comes through and marks. Then we, either Stacy or myself will come through and we'll maybe drill a hole or try to look at those areas and make sure we can get some footage, some actual visual data, right? Everything we do is based on data, whether it's visual, confirmative, testing, all of that. It's all based in data so we can give the client the best possible outcomes and plan of action.
So badass.
See? So, good job. Is that what you're supposed to do there?
Yep. So he sits when he alerts you?
Yes. So right here, it was reading a little wet. And so,
Oh, wow.
You can actually see it on normal light too. And at the back, it's like a little bit, because it probably dripped from there installing it, and then it leaked towards the back and that little crevice there. So I think we took a swab there just to make sure there's nothing growing, but it's not a huge deal, and you see it pretty often just with the install. So no major concern there, but would rather be safe than sorry.
Okay. Done deal. You ready? I hit it. Okay. Go. See? See?
show me. Good job.
And was that him glancing just then?
That was telling me he's following something around here.
Wow.
Come here, kids. Go. See. See. See.
Show me.
Good at what they do.
Apple.
So we're getting some samples around here and making sure.
Oh, good.
We're gonna.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy. You're a good boy.
So this is where Gus marked on the corner right here. And you can actually see on the floor, you can see a line.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what we
you
saw
can see it.
first. And then we took the UV and we showed that. And you can actually see, sorry, you can actually see it on normal light too. See that water line right there?
Yeah.
But if you shine UV, which is going to be kind of hard to see right now, you can see it a little bit better. See that line right here going down the wall.
Yep.
And then you have a little bit of separation in the baseboard.
Oh, yeah.
And this is in that same corner where we had that issue, the two roof lines connecting.
Yep.
A little bit of that rust at the bottom, maybe some negative drainage there. And even on the corner here, you see a little bit coming in right in the corner.
Totally.
And that's on the opposite. Underneath is that weep screed that has a little bit of a hole, a little gap in it.
Yep.
And that's probably leaking, leading to the leaking on the inside here. So,
That's such a good catch. Thanks, Gus.
oh,
Okay, so
okay. So we have a water heater in a closet right here with all organic materials, drywall and baseboard below. It's propped up, which is good, but it's going to kick off some heat, right? There's no ventilation in here. So it's going to start to cause some thermodynamics in here that could cause sweating and other things. So it's already kind of started a little bit. You can see on the corner there with UV. You see that? on the
no, I'm gonna
corner?
come in close. Hold
Okay.
on. Show it to me.
This one you can't see as much, but a little bit
Oh,
right there.
yeah.
See that? Sweating a little bit.
Yep.
Down at the corners a little bit, even behind it. And it's not, I mean, it's not bad right now, but over time that concerns me because it can start to cause some growth in here, right?
And so nothing in the bedroom or in your bathroom. Right? Oh, hang on. Yeah. Exhale again. All right, count. Come on. See. Show me. We think we found a little bit of mold here in your in the dishwasher area.
Oh wow.
So dishwashers can definitely be a big one as well, right? So a lot of times, again, on the exterior wall, a lot of different hookups, a lot of different connections, even kept condensation coming off of line sometimes, but even during the install, they can start to leak. And we found what we think is maybe a little bit of humidity or potential small leak from when it was installed against this wall in between. There's a little bit of drywall there. So we took a swab of that. We'll set it off, but it's very common. So oftentimes what we'll tell people to do is to try and treat this again like a wet room, right? To try and put some metal in there, try and get it, a pan underneath that pushes the water forward. So at least you know if there's a big catastrophic failure, or even if there's a pinpoint leak, right? Like a little pinhole. That happens a lot of times with washing machines and with dishwashers, and just it goes over time without anyone noticing, without leak detection or anything like that. And it adds up to a lot of a big problem concern.
So do I have to get a new dishwasher or just clean it and take precaution?
Yeah, I would just clean it and take precaution. Once we get the swab back, it was on like the back corner here, and I can't even say like without sending it to the lab, which we love our lab analysts. Those freaking nerds, I'm sure. We love our lab analysts.
We love
because
nerds, let me tell you.
we love
Thank
the
God
mold
for it.
nerds. We're all about the mold nerds. So they can tell us exactly what it is, what type of mold, what genus, and that will actually give us more information as to if it's more of a humidity or if it's more of a bulk water intrusion. And then we'll, have a plumber check it out, make sure all the connections are good. And it could be something very simple or it could be something more complex. So it just depends.
Good find, Gus the mold dog and you guys. The more you know.
The more you know. There's a big EMF aspect to kitchens too, right? They can either be very helpful or very harmful, and building biology is very all-encompassing for the different aspects of health, right? It's mold, biotoxins, but it's also things like frequencies, non-native frequencies, man-made light. We even measure light, right, for different lighting to see how much light we're getting from outside for our circadian rhythm, for our biology, to be able to rest and recover, to have mitochondrial function. So it's really everything. And what people get a lot is a high magnetic field from a lot of these exhaust fans. Yeah. So you turn them on and you'll be cooking and you'll be standing here for an hour or so and you're getting blasted with a magnetic field, a low frequency, but it's been connected to a whole slew of different concerns, including the big C word.
Who would have thunk that? Really? The big C word.
The big C word.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And
scary.
it's not about fear, right? It's just about making people aware there's different ones you can get that can be lower, or it might be something like there's a wire in air, right? So EMF is not just like cell towers and Wi-Fi and all these things that are
have become popularized, which is awesome. It's more about the whole wiring system of the entire house too.
Or you could be like me and just don't cook.
That's beautiful. I just heard her. I sort her out, or my wife just cooks. It's perfect.
Okay, so you found a little spot.
We got a little spot. Gus marked on this side of the window. And so when we were coming out and doing our visual inspection, we're seeing this right here. And it's soft and pliable. So I've got a little concern about it. But he did mark right there. And
Okay. Good job, Gus.
Good job, Gus.
Oof, that's scary.
Yeah. We need
And
to
this
get
is,
him
you
through
guys,
that.
this is a new build. That's what's so crazy.
It
Even
is.
a new build has boo-boos.
Even new build. That's why who you hire as a home inspector is really important. Always have a mold inspector come to your home and go over thoroughly. Honestly, have a mold dog come before
That's right.
anyone.
From Mold Pups Inspections. This heard of dirty electricity? You should. We're going to learn what it is and we're going to test it right now.
Some of these lights are a little bit dirty. You can hear it spiking up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what we call field microsurge electrical pollution, otherwise known as dirty electricity. That's what's emanating into the field that our bodies are actually feeling, right? So two kind of components to it. There's contact and field, and this is what we're hearing is field, MEP.
I noticed that a lot of the mold groups that I talk to, that EMF and mold really can trigger, they're like the worst enemies and the bestest of friends because they
Yeah.
just make your life so much worse.
100%.
Say the study. Talk about the study.
Yeah, there's a few studies that have come out that talk about the intertwining and the connection to frequency, right, and to mold growth. There's a lot that we still need to learn about it, and I'm trying to conduct my own study actually when I find the time and the ability to actually isolate it and replicate it. But it makes sense, right? Because if mold is just a living thing that's trying to survive, it's getting bombarded with frequency, it's threatening its existence, it's causing it to be aggravated, to want to grow more, but also to degrade the cell wall, which is what contains a lot of mycotoxins, hypofragments, and other inflammatory components that are ultrafine particulate. So I think there's a huge connection, and that's also colonizing our bodies.
Yeah.
So it's aggravating living things like parasites. Heavy metals are a big one that frequency literally affects. You can see it with sand and sound, right? So it's all connected, I truly believe. And I think the higher that we go in frequencies, it's aggravating these things a lot more and causing a lot more issues. So.
Now, mind you, this isn't our bed. We're just testing this house out.
So it's actually pretty low. If you lay back here,
Okay.
right now it's at about 1100. Again, it should be below 10. I rarely see below 10. We usually get it below at least 100, but it's likely coming from this lamp here. If
you unplug it.
Yep. So if you put that in your other hand and then put your hand over toward this lamp cord right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, it just went out, didn't it?
It's at 5,000.
Oh my gosh.
And that's actually pretty low still for a lamp like that. So people are sleeping this right next to them. It's emitting that electricity. And like you said, if you unplug it, it's 1200 right now. Let's see if that makes any change. It dropped it to about 730. So just one small plug, and usually we have 4 or 5 things plugged in around the bed, right?
That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Did you hear that?
Cannot express how much I fell in love with these two people. They truly are guardian angels, you guys. If you are in this position, if you want to have your home inspected, I highly suggest contacting Jonathan from Healthy Homes. Also, beautiful Staci and her beautiful mold pup. Oh my God, I love her so much. Mold Pups Inspections. I'll leave their info there and also in the captions. But if you're on this journey like me, God bless you guys. I'll be praying for you too. And here's to healing.